calculate the length from here to there. Okay, for that I have to extend this also. Okay, this also I will extend. Roughly. Okay, now you just try to measure the length from here like this. You go like this from here to here. Okay, this is the length of this stub. This is the length of this stub. How can I measure? Anybody? Is it visible to you? Once if you see the outside, see the wavelength towards the generator. Okay, there it is starting at 0. That means from base, from this, the wavelength towards generator is 0.19, roughly 0.19. So from here to here, this is roughly 0.19. Then what is the remaining value? Okay, what is this value? Okay, and again wavelength towards load from here. If this is 0, is it clear? It's not clear to me. Okay, now I have to know this distance also. If it is 0.0, okay, so yes sir, what is the value? Anybody? If it is I think 0.46, from 0.46 you are going to 0.5 roughly. This is yes sir, what is the value? Anybody? I think 0.0, this is 0.04. Okay, then this is 0.03. Okay, it's roughly 0.035. I think it should come around like that. Okay, 0.035. Okay, lambda. Then what we have got here? Okay, 0. Then you just add both the value. Okay, what is the answer, sir? 0.19 and 0.035. What is the answer, sir? Please add it and tell me. This is the position of the stub, 0.19 and 0.035. Okay, so 0.9312. What is the answer, sir? 2.225 lambda. Correctங்களா? Okay, what is the position of the stub? 0.225 lambda from the load. Okay, this is the position of the stub. Okay, this is the position of the stub. Yes, sir. Any mistake? Okay, because once if you know lambda, then it will give you some realistic number. Once if you know the lambda value, this will give you some realistic number in terms of centimeter or meter like that. Okay, that's okay because that is giving you the length. Okay. Next, I want to measure what is the length of the stub. And again, before going to measure the length of the stub, you should be very clear whether you are going to use short circuit stub or open circuit stub. Which stub you are using? Okay, either you are going to use short circuit stub or open circuit stub. Okay. Now my question is, see, already some admittance is there because you are in admittance domain. Okay, so now I have to introduce the short circuit stub such a way the admittance provided by that one is minus J 2.22. Okay, so admittance by stub and okay, you are introducing some stub. The admittance provided by that stub has to be minus J 2.22. Okay, then definitely we are using the short circuit stub. Once if admittance has to be minus J 2.22, then what is the length of the stub? How to go about this one, sir? Admittance is minus J 2.2, minus J 2.2. Yes. Any idea is there? can I do one thing, because my admittance of the stub is something like this. Now I will calculate what is the what is the impedance of the stub. I will calculate what is the impedance of the stub, because once if you know the admittance of the stub, then you know what is the impedance of the stub. Okay, so the impedance of my stub, okay, has to be something, because this is simply 1 by 2.2. What is the answer, sir? Anybody? 1.2.2. From Smith chart also we can calculate, and again that will make confusion. I will draw something, then again confusion will arise. 1 by 2.2. Use your calculator. Okay, 0.4545. So if I calculate the impedance of the stub, has to be 0.4545 J, 0.4545. Okay, so இப்போ உங்களுக்கு புரியுதா பாருங்க. Suppose you are going to introduce one stub. If the impedance of the stub is this one, say J 0.4545, then definitely the admittance provided by the stub will be minus J 2.22. Then once if you know the admittance, already you are having some admittance, then once if you are in parallel, once if you add this one, then finally you will get your 1. Finally you will get your 1. That's the idea. That is the idea. So now I am going to introduce the short circuit stub, but that short circuit stub has to provide the impedance of this one, impedance value of this one. Okay, so now I am going to introduce the short circuit stub. The impedance provided by the short circuit stub has to be J 0.4545, J 0.4545. Okay. Yes, sir. Eppadi pandrathu? Anybody, any idea is there?
Beta L.
ஸ்மித் சார்ட் வச்சு போடணும் சார். ஃபார்முலா படி போடுறது வெரி ஈஸி. ஜே tan பீட்டா எல் போட்டு அது போல போடலாம்னு சொல்றீங்க. தட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ ஓகே, பட் எஸ் tan பீட்டா எல் வச்சு கூட போடலாம். tan beta L is equal to 0.4. Then what is beta L? And then from beta L you can calculate the length. That is again beta you can replace by 2 pi by lambda. Then you will get the length of the stub. But from the Smith chart, how to draw? Okay, I have to provide the stub, but the stub has to I have to introduce the stub, and again the stub has to give the impedance of this value. Impedance of this value. Okay. Now see, I am drawing the stub here. Now I am in short circuit. I am in short circuit. I move a length of L, say in this direction. When I move, when I am having short circuit, I have to travel a distance of L such a way this value is what, sir? J 0.45. Okay, this one. That is the scenario now. Okay, you are having short circuit stub. You are in short circuit. You are in short circuit. Once if you move along the generator side, source side, you should experience the impedance of J 0.45. Okay, J 0.45. Now what is the length of this stub? Now what is the length of this stub? Anybody? What is the idea from the Smith chart, how to get the length of this short circuit? Because the idea என்ன மேம்?
இமேஜினரி பார்ட் வந்து நெகட்டிவ் ஆக்கணும். இந்த பிளஸ் இருக்கு இல்லையா, அது நெகட்டிவ் ஆக்கி அப்படினா 0 ஆயிரல. நீங்க பிளஸ் jx மைனஸ்
ஓகே 0 ஆகும். பட் என்ன லெந்த் வரும்னு எப்படி ஸ்மித் சார்ட்ல இருந்து நம்ம இப்போ வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா I have to introduce the section of the transmission line that has to provide this impedance. Then what is the length of the line? இத ஸ்மித் சார்ட்ல இருந்து எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது? அதுதான் क्वेश्चन. சொல்லுங்க
சார். அது லோட் பாயிண்ட்ல இருந்து ஏதாவது டிராவல் பண்ணி பார்க்கணும்.
ஷார்ட் சர்க்யூட் பாயிண்ட்ல இருந்து J.45 கண்டுபிடிக்கலாமா சார்? above the graph.
You are in short circuit. Short circuit na in the side varum. You travel in which direction? You have to travel in
J.4
அதாவது clockwise direction. In such a way, you are getting J 0.45.
0.4.
Okay, that's the idea. Okay, you are in short circuit. You travel in such a way in the clockwise direction. You are getting J 0.45. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, now I'll draw. Okay. Okay, sir. Now, first of all, you should know which one is short circuit point. This is short circuit point. Okay, once if you are in short circuit, okay, as you move along this line in the clockwise direction, you have to get 0.45. You have to get 0.45. Then simply you mark the 0.45 here. Okay, 0.45 definitely it will be in the upper portion. You just mark this value 0.45. 0.45 you just mark here. Okay, so I'll zoom the diagram. Where is 0.45? Definitely it will be here. Okay, so this is 0.4, this is 0.5. It comes something around like this. Okay, 0.4, 0.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 0.45 is something like middle. Okay, it comes something around like this in this position. Okay, in this position 0.45 is there. So now what happens? You are in short circuit. Okay, you are in short circuit. You travel this much of length, then you will realize 0.45 because there what is the reactance? The reactance is 0. Is it correct, sir? 0.45. Yes, yes. This is like reactance. This is 0.4. This is 0.45. Something closer here like this it will come. Okay, so this is 0.45. Now you measure the length. Okay, you measure the wavelength. Okay, 0.04, 0.05, 0.06, and then 0.07. Then approximately I will take 0.065 lambda. Okay, this is the length of this stub. This is the length of this 0.065 lambda. Okay, what is the length of the stub? 0.065. Okay, 0.0. Is it correct? Yes, lambda. Okay, this is the length of the stub. Length of the stub. LL. This is the position of the stub. Okay, LP is the position of the stub. Okay, so first time this may be little bit difficult, sir, but you have to practice. You have to practice. Okay, once if you practice, then it will be very easy. Now finally I got both length of the stub and position of the stub. Now I'm going to cross verify it whether what we have done so far is correct or not. Okay, with the help of the formula that is available. Yes, somebody tell me what is the formula, because directly formula is there to calculate the position of the stub and length of the stub. What is the formula? Please refer your notes. Okay, so I think the location of the stub. Okay, location, I am calling it as a position. Position, this is position of the stub. L position, this is like, don't confuse because L length of the stub. So position of, to calculate the position of the stub, position or location of the stub, pi plus pi minus cos inverse of mod k divided by 2 beta. First of all, I should know what is pi. Okay, pi can be calculated from where, sir? From what? Reflection coefficient. Okay, from reflection coefficient. Okay, so again, what is pi? What is pi? Because you have to use your calculator. Okay, so okay, okay, or otherwise I'll take this value. I'll take this. I'll record these two value. Okay, so LP is equal to 0.225 lambda. L position is equal to 0.255 lambda. Length of the stub is equal to, because we have to work out some calculation, 0.065. Okay. Now what is the reflection coefficient for our case? Okay. For our case, ZL is equal to 100 plus J 150. Correct, sir? ZL is equal to 100 plus J 150. Z0 is equal to 50. Then somebody please use the calculator and tell me the correct answer. What is ZL minus Z0 and ZL plus Z0? Okay, so 100 plus J 150 minus 50 divided by 100 plus J 150 plus 50 plus J 150 divided by 150 plus J 150. Now answers are varum anybody? 50 square 150 square 150 square 150 square tan inverse of 150 divided by 50 minus tan inverse of 1, because both are 150. What is the answer, sir? Huh? Point? Please others also calculate, because if somewhere, if it is of some error, then definitely everything will be wrong. Yes, others, what you are doing?
0.745, sir.
Point
74 K equal to 0.745.
745. Okay. Yes, we'll quickly see whether that is correct or not. Yes, that is a possibility, because roughly this line is of 70% of the maximum radius, because that is a quick way to check that. Okay, because maximum is radius and this is of 70%. Yes, that is correct, roughly correct. Yes, what is the angle? Angle also I can tell roughly. This should be around 30 degree. What is the angle? That should be, I think your angle has to be around 30 degree. என்ன answer sir வருது? Okay, I have calculated. I think 26.5 degree. Correctingla? 26.5?
26.56.
Okay, 5 degree. Okay, approximately. Okay, now I know what is K, what is angle. Then what is S? S is equal to 0.745. Okay, 0.745 minus 1. What is S, sir? Because S also we are going to use.
The angle எப்படி கண்டுபிடிச்சீங்க சார்?
Calculator use பண்ணி தான்.
Okay.
But roughly I am telling that is 36 degree. அந்த டயகிராம்ல பார்த்துட்டு சொல்றேன். இந்த டயகிராம் பாருங்க. இதுக்கு தான் angle கண்டுபிடிக்க போறீங்க. Roughly that will be 30 degree only. Rough-ஆ. Okay. என்ன சார் answer reflection coefficient?
6.84.
6.84. That also we can easily verify, because here what is the value of R? Once if you read the value of R here, that will be constant R value here, that will be around 6.4 only. Okay, for clarity we'll just verify it whether, because என்ன சொன்னீங்க 6 point. Okay, இது வந்து 5 circle. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 இருக்கு. Okay, if it is 5, then it is 6. Okay, 6.4 is correct, because in between 6 and 7, 6.4 is correct. Okay, so next I'll go to, please wait a bit. Okay, 6.84. Okay, now you know what is value of k, you know what is value of s, then you can calculate what is the position of the stub, then what is the length of the stub. What is the position of the stub, then what is the length of the stub. I will write the formula. Okay, so like location formula, pi plus pi cos inverse of mod k divided by 2 beta. Beta I can replace, beta is equal to what, sir? 2 pi by lambda, because beta is there, or otherwise I will write beta here, then later I will modify. Okay, now what is the angle in the 26 point, because here angle is there, here angle is there. If this angle is in radian format, then this angle also has to be in radian format. Yes sir, can you convert 26.5 degree into radian, anybody? Because 180 degree is equal to pi radian, then 1 degree is equal to pi by 180. Then what is 26.5 degree? That is pi by 180 into 26.5. What quick solung papa? What is this value?
Point 0.46, sir.
0.46. Yes, I am also getting that only. 0.46. Okay, now instead of pi here, I can write 0.46. This pi is simply pi. And then what is the value of cos inverse of mod k? What is the value of cos inverse of 0.7? Anybody? Okay, cos inverse of 0.7. Now please be careful. Your calculator has to be in a radian format, not in the degree format. Your calculator has to be in a radian format. Otherwise, you will get wrong answer. Your calculator has to be in a radian format. Okay, please wait a bit. Then I'll write this also, because 2. What is beta, sir? 2 pi by lambda. Anyway, that lambda will go up later. Okay. Enna sir varudhu? Cos inverse of 0.7 enna value varudhu?
0.795.
0.7.
0.79
795.
79
Yes, sir.
79 எடுத்துங்க. Okay, divided by 4 pi. Again lambda I can take it common. Now please calculate this value, whether that is matching with 0.225. If it is matching, everything is okay. Otherwise we have made a mistake somewhere. Position of the stub, location or position of the stub that I am calculating. What is the value of 0.46 plus pi minus 0.79? Yes, somehow we are getting correct answer. 0.22 lambda. What is the answer? 0.22 lambda is coming. Here 0.225 is coming, because 0.223 is coming. 0.223. Okay, some misalignment will be there. That's okay, because first 2 digit is correct. Okay, are you all getting or not? What? I am also using calculator only.
0.223, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
0.223 lambda you are getting. Then next I will verify the length of the stub, whether this is correct or not. Length of the stub that we have introduced is correct or not. Okay, so please, because there what we are using only s value. Please somebody remember the value of s. Value of s is 6.84. Okay, the value of s is 6.84. Now length of the stub is equal to lambda divided by 2 pi tan inverse root s divided by 6.84 plus 1. என்ன ஆன்சர் சார் வருது?
2.93, sir.
Calculator has to be in
Lambda.
radian mode.
Right.
2 point final value சொல்றீங்களா இந்த tan inverse value மட்டும் சொல்றீங்களா?
Final value, sir.
அவ்வளவு வராதுங்களே. இங்க ஒரு 2 பை இருக்கு. இத கால்குலேஷன் எடுத்தீங்களா? இங்க ஒரு 2 பை.
Sir, final value is 0.05, sir.
0.05 lambda. Whether that is matching 0.06 கிட்ட வருதுங்களே. Then read பண்ணும்போது நம்ம தப்பு பண்ணிட்டோமா? அந்த அளவுக்கு மிஸ்டேக் வராது. 0.06 அது அட்லீஸ்ட் வரும். Yes, what about others? You are also getting same value.
0.05 lambda.
0.05 lambda. 0.05 தான் வருதா? Okay, then
Yes, sir.
I think here we have made some mistake. 0.05 means I think because some mistake is there. 0.01 mistake is there. Somewhere we made a mistake here. We will see where it is because exactly that is 0.05. 0.05 na இங்க இருக்கு. 0.05 ல உங்களுக்கு என்ன reactance வருது? Reactance is 0.3 இது போல தான் வருது. But you got some other reactance there. Some mistake is there. Yeah. Okay, இங்க mistake வருதுன்னா அப்போ then I think 1/2.2 என்ன சார் வேல்யூ? நீங்க சொன்னது கரெக்டா? 1/2.2 என்ன வேல்யூ?
0.454545.
4545 அதை வச்சு தானே எடுத்தோம். 0.45ல தானே ரீட் பண்ணோம். ஆனா அந்த இடத்த நீங்க சொல்ற ரீடிங் பாத்தீங்கன்னா அரௌண்ட் 0.3 வருது. Then that means from where we got 2.2 அங்கே ஏதாவது மிஸ்டேக் இருக்கான்னு பார்க்கணும். ஓகே, 2.2 இட்ஸ் a பிகினிங். அங்க ஏதாவது மிஸ்டேக் இருக்கா? 2.2 நம்ம எங்க இருந்து ரீட் பண்ணோம், அங்க ஏதாவது மிஸ்டேக் இருக்கான்னு பார்ப்போம். ஓகே, ஸோ ஆர்ஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு 1 சர்க்கிளை கட் பண்ணணும். கட் பண்ணிடுச்சு. எஸ், வி மேட் எ மிஸ்டேக் ஹியர். சி வேர் இட் இஸ் கட்டிங் 2 இஸ் ஹியர், 3 இஸ் ஹியர். Okay, then this is 2.2, 2.4, 2.6 is the answer. Okay, என்ன எங்க ப்ராப்ளம் புரியுதுங்களா? இது கட் பண்ற இடத்த வந்து பாருங்க, எந்த இடத்துல கட் பண்ணுது? இது வந்து 2, 2.2, 2.4, 2.6, 2.8, then only 3. So exactly this is cutting at 2.6. Okay, 2.6. That's why we are getting some error. Okay, so okay, this is having mistake. That's why you have to be very careful. Okay, 2.6. Okay, once if you correct this, instead of 2.2, if you would use 2.6, definitely you will get some other number. Okay, definitely you will get some other number. Okay, enna sir varudhu? 2.6. This is 2.6. 1/2.6, what is the value, sir? 1/2.6.
0.384.
0.3.
0.384.
Okay, 0.384. Now you read 0.384 here, then that will be correct, I think. Okay, எங்க வருது பாருங்க 0.3, 0. Yes, audible? Audible? Connection cut ஆயிடுது. Audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. இப்போ எங்க ப்ராப்ளம் புரியுதா சார்? What is the final answer we got? 0. reactance value 0.384. When it is 0.384, if you put actual correct values, okay, this is 0.3, this is 0.4, then in between is the answer, then approximately that will be 0.05 lambda. Okay, once if you put a very correct precision value to the decimal point of 2 and 3, 2 to 3 digits, then you'll get correct value 0.05 lambda. Okay, so anyway, procedure எப்படின்னு புரிஞ்சுதா? Yes, procedure. With this I will stop the single stop matching. Then next I'll give you some point. Then we'll go for antenna. We'll go for antenna. Okay, we have spent enough time in Smith chart, I think. எப்படின்னு புரியுதா சார் ஸ்மித் சார்ட்ல எப்படி சிங்கிள் ஸ்டெப் மேட்சிங் பண்றதுன்னு? ஓகே, ஸோ நீங்க எடுத்து ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க ஸ்மித் சார்ட். ஓகே, யூ ஹேவ் த பிசிக்கல் ஸ்மித் சார்ட் வித் யுவர் ஹேண்ட். யூ ப்ராக்டிஸ் 1 or 2 transmission line problem, 2 single step matching, then only it will be clear to you. Then only it will be clear to you how to identify the length of the stub, how to identify the position of the stub. Okay, in which direction we have to move, either it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. Then finally you verify your answer with the mathematical formula already available with you. Okay, so next, okay, next, coaxial cable. Okay, because some formula is there regarding that, I will mention that. Coaxial cable. Okay, when you have coaxial cable that consists of inductor and capacitor, the capacitance value of the coaxial cable is 2 pi epsilon divided by ln b by a. Anybody, what is the unit of this one? What is the unit of this capacitance? Farad or farad per meter or something else?
Farad per farad sir.
Farad. Farad
B
per
இல்ல
meter.
sir.
BA notation cancel ஆக போகுது. உங்களுக்கு எப்சிலான் மட்டும்தான் இருக்குது. எப்சிலான் இருந்தாலே என்னது? Farad per meter. Okay, here what is the unit? Henry per meter. You know, when the coaxial cable is of lossless nature, Z0 is equal to square root of L by C. Okay, characteristic impedance of the coaxial cable is square root of L by C. Once if you substitute L and C value, then finally you will get mu divided by epsilon. Okay, mu divided by epsilon. Yes, sir. What is the answer you are getting? Is it correct? Z0 is equal to square root of L by C. I think somewhere the mistake is there. Ln cancelling. 60 ln B by A. Okay. Okay, so what is the answer? 60 square root of mu by epsilon. L வந்து நியூமரேட்டர்ல வருது, ஸோ மியூ இருக்கும். இப்போ இது டினாமினேட்டர்ல வரும்போது எப்சிலான் இருக்கும். எல் பை சி போடும்பொழுது அகைன் 2 லேன் வரும். அதில் ஸ்கொயர் ரூட் எடுக்கும்பொழுது 1 கேன்சல் ஆகிடும். ஸோ ஐ திங்க் லேன் பி பை ஏ 60 square root of mu by epsilon ln b by a. And once I think the 60 in the beginning, it will not come. Okay, without confusion, I will do step by step. Okay, I am having confusion here. Okay, now we have L, we have C. Just you substitute it as it is. Okay, mu value is mu divided by 2 pi. This is in the numerator, so ln b by a, and then C comes in the denominator, so 2 pi epsilon. Okay, 2 pi epsilon, and this goes up. Okay, ln b by a, and then overall square root. Now mu by epsilon 2 pi you can take outside, 1 by 2 pi, because 2 pi is there. Mu divided by epsilon square root 2 ln b by a is there, so you can write it as 1 ln b by a. And this can also be modified like this: mu naught divided by epsilon naught and mu r divided by epsilon r. Okay, ln b by a Then what is square root of mu naught divided by epsilon naught? That is equal to 120 pi divided by 2 pi. So mu r divided by epsilon r is equal to ln b by a. And again, once if you modify, this is 60 mu r divided by epsilon r ln b by a is the answer. If mu r and epsilon r value is 160, simply that is 60 ln b by a, 60 ln b by a. So okay, so coaxial cable characteristic impedance is a formula 60 square root of mu r divided by epsilon r ln b by a. If mu r and epsilon r value is 1, okay, then you can simply write 60 into L ln b by a. Okay, coaxial cable, because characteristic impedance formula just now பார்த்தோம் நம்ம transmission lines la. So அதனால already we know what is C and what is L. Once if you take ratio and square root, then you are getting the characteristic impedance of the line, characteristic impedance of the coaxial cable line. Okay. Yes sir, ஏதாவது doubt இருக்கா transmission lines la? Because next we'll move to antenna. இதுல ஏதாவது doubt இருக்கா up to this point?